Good morning, Westwood. Today's going to be our first lesson as we learn how to use FlexTimeManager. FlexTimeManager is the computer program that we're going to be using to manage our new FlexTime. So today's going to be a really quick overview. On Wednesday, we're going to go through each of these steps more slowly, and you're going to get time to log into FlexTimeManager and practice signing up for sessions. Today, we just want to get briefly familiar with the system so that you're ready later this week. Starting on September 3rd, you will have the ability to flex out of your catch-all, your home flex, where you are right now. And you'll be able to select any teacher on campus to help support you academically during flex time. Remember, like Dr. Acosta said in the video, on Friday, Monday through Thursday are going to be academic flex, and Fridays will be clubs and special interest groups. So let's get started. The easiest way to log on to Flex is to just Google search FlexTimeManager. From there, there's an option to log in with Google. This is the way to most consistently log in quickly and easily. I found that when you log in just straight into FlexTime, it doesn't always read your Round Rock email. So go through Google and then click Sign In with Google+. Once you go through that process, it's going to bring you to a screen that looks like this. At the top, it'll have your name instead of a generic student name. It says My Schedule. Down here on the side is a control panel, so you have your activities, your profile, training videos, and log out. So your activities is kind of your calendar, and I'll walk you through that in a moment. Your profile just has your name, your email address, and these training videos are really very handy if you want to access them later. As we get further into Flex, they'll really help you a lot. All right, so on the calendar, you have the ability to view it by the month. You can view it by the week, or you can view it by the day. I prefer the week. From there, you can scroll forwards and backwards, and you have the ability to sign up for sessions about a month in advance. Although, as students, where you need to go will probably change more quickly than that. So we know that on September 3rd, that's the first day that you can start flexing out. The second is a school holiday, so you don't need to pick a session then. And on the 6th, Flex has been canceled because we have a pep rally. On the 3rd, if I click Join Activity, it brings me to a screen that looks like this, where I can toggle the date. I can search my activity type, so I know that's a Tuesday, so it has to be an academic flex. If it was a Friday, I could choose a club and special interest group. So I'll select academic. You can select the room, or you can search by teacher, and I'll show you that step in just a moment. So let's do academic, and I'll hit search. Below here, you can see every single academic offering in the school on that day, and they're in alphabetical order. It tells me the teacher, it tells me the room number, and this number here tells me how many seats are filled. So right now, 0 out of the 10 seats are full. So I could join that session. If it has the session full, it'll just be grayed out and you won't be able to click on it. See how these are grayed out? Because there are 0 open seats. Now, if I wanted to search by teacher, pretend I needed to see Mrs. Franklin, and I could search for her. And then anything that she's offering on that same date will come right up. There is open seats. There's 5 open seats. And I can just check it and register. Something really important when you're looking for activities. So let's go back. I can remove this activity. And when I join, if I was looking for something to go to and I wasn't quite sure what was happening in that class, and I wanted to learn more about what Miss Franklin's study hall and writing conference looks like. When you click on the session, there's a description. This description is going to be so important to make sure that you're in the right environment for your flex time. So I know that this classroom has a relaxed working environment for individual or group work. The teacher is going to be available to give feedback on written assignments. So some teachers are going to have sessions that are really more for a specific group of students. Maybe it's for a more advanced group of students speaking a specific language. Maybe it's for only quiet independent work. And that description is really going to help you know where you should be and where the best fit is for you during flex that day. All right, so now you know how to join an activity. You saw me join Miss Franklin's. You also know how to leave an activity if you need to cancel it. From there, you're able to kind of look ahead. You can pre-predict what sessions you want to go to. Thank you, Westwood. Tomorrow, you'll report to your 6th period class during flex. Because it's a Tuesday, it'll alternate between your 2nd and 6th period class based on whether it's an orange day or a white day. So tomorrow you'll be in 6th period. You'll watch a quick video that goes over Gmail. It's going to go over email notifications that you receive from FlexTimeManager every day. And we'll talk about safe passwords to help keep yourself protected. If you have any troubles logging into Flex, if you have Flex questions, please email westwood_flex@roundrockisd.org. Thank you. We are quickly going to go through our acceptable use policy for technology for the 2019 to 2020 school year. Acceptable use for students. Using a computer makes your schoolwork more interesting. Just as there are rules in your classroom, the science lab at home, and for crossing the street safely, they're here at Westwood and in Round Rock ISD. Acceptable means that it's permitted, it's okay to do it, but you must follow the guidelines. First, we'll take care of our equipment. All equipment such as keyboards, mice, computers, laptops, digital cameras, and other equipment should be handled with care and respect. That means you're going to use your assigned equipment only. You'll report any issues when you get the machine, and you'll return the computer to the correct slot in the cart and always plug it in. That way it's charged and ready for the next student to use. Internet use. You must have parental permission to use the internet, and you must have teacher permission to use the internet. It needs to be for an educational purpose when you're here at school. And you may not type your name, other people's names, addresses, phone numbers, that kind of personal information on the internet. And when you're exploring the web, especially when you're using Round Rock computers or when you're logged in your Round Rock ISD email address, you're encouraged to use the library research resources page. That way you make sure that what's turning up is a safe search. You can use your campus student resources page and your teacher websites. Students may also explore other teacher-designated websites, but you want to notify your teacher if you accidentally come across a site that concerns you because you are logged in as a district student. Remember that the information found on the internet's not always true. Some internet pages contain commercials. Please do not click on those links. And you don't ever want to sign up for special offers or send electronic greetings through your Round Rock ISD email. Information found on the internet, like pictures, text, documents, should only be saved or printed when you have permission. You don't want to accidentally download something that may have a virus. And if you have any problems, you'll want to breathe and talk to your teacher about the problem. Computers don't understand panic. When you're handling your device, you want to carry your device with 2 hands. Carry only one device at a time, and set the device on a desktop or table. Leaving them on the floor frequently ends in an accident. Technology use. It needs to support the educational goals and objectives of Round Rock ISD and be educationally relevant. It needs to be supervised by adults at all times, and information must be kept private. You're not going to log in as someone else, and if you think that your login information has been compromised, you'll want to change your password immediately. Before you post to the internet, think, is it true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, and kind? Please remember your digital footprint lasts forever. Using technology is a privilege that can be lost. If you have any questions, be sure to ask your teacher. Here is the link to the Digital Citizenship website. If you want to review this, there's a lot of really interesting lessons and resources on here for students and teachers. Thank you very much. At this time, your teacher has a roster for the acceptable use policy. You'll need to make sure that you sign that roster, put your ID number and today's date showing that you have seen the acceptable use policy and that you agree to it. Have a great day. Students, please remember that this video and all of our Flex informational videos can be found on the Westwood website under Flex Period Information. Thank you.